Good afternoon and welcome to Two-A-Day on your Packer Link Up. Today is Wednesday, August 13th, and you're watching the 5 o'clock edition. Ted Thompson addressed the media today in his weekly press conference. This is the first press conference since the Brett Favre trade. So Thompson said it's good to be back to football, good to be back to doing his day-to-day jobs, and addressed some questions about the Packers team. He said about KGB that they don't want to rush his progress. He said they're anxious to get him back, but they don't want to put the cart before the horse. So basically, like McCarthy has said, they're just being smart with KGB. Talked about the balance between guys needing to get out on the field and getting some reps and pushing them out too early when they and then an injury turns into a long-term deal. So this is pretty much the same party line the Packers have taken. I think it's the smart one. Rest your guys up, especially in the preseason. Make sure they're healthy early on. Don't let these nagging injuries become chronic injuries. He said of our quarterbacks, the two young ones, he said we like our two young guys. This is classic Ted-ism. We like our young guys, and I just don't know what to think about that. He did mention that it's not necessarily the way you're always looking to set up your roster, but this is Ted's party line. We like our guys, and so we will see what happens. You just don't get anything out of him. Not much feedback. He didn't say anything about their performance to speak of, although Matt Flynn did do a good job, and Brian Brohm maybe not so much, but Ted likes the guys. So big surprise there. Ryan Pickett and Justin Harrell, he talked about them being on the active, physically unable to perform list. These are guys that are going to be sitting out possibly for a while now. I believe I did hear, though, that Ryan Pickett may be back in the lineup for the 49ers game this Saturday. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. And of course, it just goes along with the injury woes on the defensive line. Ted said he feels good about Jordy Nelson and the way he plays. Said the coaches will find a way to use him this year. So that means Jordy's going to get some playing time. We knew he was going to make the team. What exactly position he's going to end up still remains to be seen, and Ted wouldn't take a stand on any of the positions for that matter. Said he didn't know. So, but they are looking to work him into the game plan. Said he likes his run after the catch ability, which is something we know the Packers look for, and take pride in as a receiver core that, yeah, yards after the catch. So Thompson says he likes Jordy's size. Compared him to Corin Robinson, I don't know that you should compare a current player to the guy that he got replaced by, or the guy that he replaced. But anyway, said big, strong guy. Also talking about, of course, with Corin, his ability on special teams. He can run that ball, and he did fairly well in the preseason game. A couple eluded a tackle or two. See how the blocking schemes work out with a little bit of experience. He may be a very good addition to that. So that's pretty much all Ted had to talk about. It was actually a fairly short news conference, and he himself mentioned how little news there is. We're looking forward to the 49ers coming up. But in other news, Brett Favre with the Jets now said his arm is fatigued after being in camp. Said it's not in pain, but it's just fatigued. And also mentioned he's 38, and it's kind of natural for him to be behind the other guys and maybe be feeling a little bit of tiredness in that throwing arm. So we'll keep an eye on that. Of course, the Jets now, a team that no Packer fan ever thought they'd be interested in. But with Brett on the team, it does give us another storyline, just something that's interesting. And with all the sort of bad blood behind, just a guy that you can get behind once again, even though we're sad he's not on our team. He's not on the Vikings either. So we will keep you informed about how Brett does further on in the preseason. The Jets again are playing this Saturday, and Brett is going to be starting that game. So that's it for this afternoon, and we will talk to you next time. And until next time, our 10 o'clock edition, as always, go Pat.